Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, I'm teaching one of the first mace blow drills that I discovered back when I started my mace journey 5 years ago, and it's still one of the hardest drills that I know of. It dramatically improved my shoulder strength and stability while also increasing my core engagement and balance. We'll take a look at the drill next, and then we'll dive in. To perform the archer's mill, we first need to master a simpler version of alternating mills. Now, if you're new to mills, I highly recommend that you check out this video from last week about the drop shield, which is a fantastic way to learn a mill in which you're keeping two hands on the mace throughout, so it makes it much easier to learn and understand. Now, to perform the actual alternating mills drill, I'm gonna come into my warrior stance, nice strong posture, and I'll bring one hand into the middle of my mace. I'm gonna take my other hand off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch my hand up so that the mace goes horizontal. Then I'm going to allow it to drop behind my shoulder so it's vertical, and then I'm going to pull out to the side. Next, I'm going to push the mace head out, swing around, and once it's horizontal once more, my opposite hand will grab hold, also in the middle of the mace, and then allow it to drop behind vertically and pull out to the side and repeat. So this is what the mill is, and I'll show it to you from the back as well so you can understand. And again, same thing, be pushing it out to the side, swinging around, catching, letting it drop right behind the shoulder so it should be pointing up, and then pulling straight out to the side. So this is our alternating mills drill. This is the cornerstone of the archer's mill, so make sure you have this part down and it feels stable through your joints. And then we can move on to the full archer's mill drill. I'm horrified by how much that rhymes. To complete this drill, we are adding two things: footwork and extending our arms, and that's what's gonna make this so challenging. So we'll come into our warrior stance, both hands bottom of the mace, bring one hand into the center of my mace just like before, and this time, as I punch out to the side and allow the mace to become vertical behind me, my opposite leg will step out into a lateral lunge, and I will finish my mill by reaching all the way out, ideally with a mostly straight arm and the mace pointing vertically. And then, just like we did before, I'll tip the mace out. I'm going to allow it to swing, and as I allow it to swing, I'm gonna push back to center, swing across my body, catch with the other hand, and then I'll step out again and hold in this position, drop out, come back through center, and repeat. So it's a really very simple drill, but it's very challenging to perform because there is so much changing constantly. Your upper body is swinging the mace and your lower body is constantly readjusting. So this makes it a very difficult movement for both your shoulders and your lower body because you have to balance it as it comes out of this dynamic mill, and you're actually shifting your center of gravity with your legs and having to maintain that balance. So it's a very challenging drill. Now I've got two pro tips for you. One to make it a little bit easier if you're struggling, and the second one to help you make it smoother once you've learned it. And if you'd like more coaching tips, don't miss out on my Flow Fridays newsletter, where I provide deeper insights about mace flow techniques. You can sign up on my website by following the link in the description below. Now on to the pro tips. The first one I said was gonna make this easier, and here's how. As we begin our mill, you can go straight out to the side, which is certainly very challenging, or you can do this other option. And it's gonna take a little bit to get used to, but it's actually gonna make this flow easier overall because it'll help slow down the hardest part of the flow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to begin my mill, and then I'm going to push up. So from my mill, I can actually allow the mace's momentum to do this. I'll mill up, I can even catch with my other hand here, and then I'm slowly going to lower it down into the position where I feel comfortable. And then I'll drop out to the side and perform the same thing. Swing up, and you can catch, and then bring it to the side. And this is a great way to slow down this drill, and it also is going to just generally increase some shoulder strength from pushing up. And then by being able to slow it down, you're going to be able to get more benefits from the mobility and stability aspects of this drill. My second pro tip for you is about making the archer's mill smoother, and that involves one word: symmetry. Specifically, symmetry between the mace's center of gravity and your own, as the mace extends out and as you step out. So there are 2 points you need to be aware of specifically. That first is when you're stepping out and extending, and the second, if you can guess, is when you step in and allow the mace to swing back. So here's what I want you to try out. As you go through and extend the mace, I want you to step. So these things should happen concurrently. Pulling out with the mace and stepping out with the leg. And then these things should happen concurrently. As the mace begins to swing back across my body, I want to step in. And this is so that my center of gravity of the mace, which is over here, and my own, which is over here, I want them to be equally distant from the center point that I'm stepping out from. This is a tricky concept to grasp, but I want you to explore it because this is one of the primary keys to making flows smoother and also making them much more efficient. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want to level up your mace skills fast, and I will see you on the next Flow Made Simple video. Peace.